Hi, if you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch 6th episode of the first season of series Skins. So let's get it. Let's go. Okay, alright. I watched the title of this episode, and it was called like Anwar and Maxi, or Maxi and Anwar, and I have comments for them because we don't know anything about them. They are like barely in the plot in these episodes. There's very little of them, and now they are being jumbled into one episode. Okay, I have for Anwar religious and for Maxi talking gay boy. So them also being like in one episode. Okay. Like, couldn't they get their own? Oh, maybe there's attraction between them. That's why they're in one episode. What? Are they going to Russia? A bit louder. What is going on? So they are going to Mordovia? Oh. I feel a bit bad for the teacher. They are so like. Okay, the patron who requested this series, he commented that like don't take it too seriously. It is unrealistic. It is like exaggerated. But I'm still thinking about it like them just taking so much drugs so often. Just considering the cost of the drugs. Milice. That's what's written on the wall. So basically, police. Oh, no, more like militia. There is a word for it in English. You are under arrest, he said. What's going on? Wait, what did they say? I didn't hear that. So they did find the drugs, or no? Take off your shirt. Take off, I'm telling you. The Russian is very like correct, like actual Russians are talking. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I see. This is very hyperbolized. So disappointed. I mean, yeah, there is corruption, and there are like things in the airports and stuff where Where is Moshkov? I don't even know this place. Lonya, what's with the bus? Oh, what? No, there's no bus. Lonya is just a name. I feel like I'm working as a translator in this episode. I'm doing my job. What is going on? This is so fun. Man. I like especially some really stereotyping and hyperbolic things that they when they show like Russia. I think this is so fun and I just like it so much. Yeah, they are not even like in a big city or anything. They just God knows where. Good day to you, he said, or something. Just say, yeah, hello. She's going to do my job instead of me. Okay. Okay. What year is it? What about same sex only? It's like a dormitory. No, my room in a dormitory was a bit big. Oh, and they got that old style beds. That's vibe. Month. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, she's so sweet. What is this for? I mean, just no. That's very smart of her. I mean, just in case. Oh, oh, that's so cute. Looks like they're really good friends. Maybe there is some. I feel like. Oh, shit. Is he checking if it's his? How would he know how it looks though? Oh, but there's a girl. He could also be bisexual. He could like both boys and girls. That's completely possible. So they could all come and look? I did chop the wood when I was little, but then I grew up and I realized kind of the dangers of it, so now I'm too scared to do it. Which is kind of funny that I was more brave when I was little because I didn't know like all the possible consequences and stuff. Oh, that's a revolutionary. A girl with boobs, no fucking way. So she's Welsh. She left already. Of course! What did you expect? You were looking at her for several minutes, then while you were... I mean, that's not... that's not unrealistic to think that she just left in that time. Oh, so... I think the rules should be no men and no girls. Like, don't bring anyone. It would be uncomfortable either way. Yeah, I feel like the idea here is just he is attracted to both, probably. But his religion says that attraction to guys is wrong. And his best friend is gay, so of course he's going to hurt his feelings like he did now. That's really horrible. And he just said, like, gay is wrong. That's why I don't like religion. Well, one of the reasons. Poor Maxie, he's so sweet. This is such a hilarious episode, I'm sorry. How is Sid still friends with him, though? I was hoping maybe after previous episode he will rethink it, but I guess it's too much to expect. What he actually did? Tony is a piece of shit, though. He should have stayed with Sid and said Tony to Anwar. So now he has no room at all? Man, I feel so bad for him. What the heck? Yeah, I think with Sid he would be just chilling. That would be a better option. Does he know how to read? She's also sharing a room with another teacher. She is not alone here. Oh, dude, just tell he came in to ask something and send him off. This just making it worse. This makes it seem like there was something happening. Why is he standing in this horrible pose? Oh no. That he likes her? Why is he being so creepy? Oh, that's horrible that she has to share a room with him when he's being so creepy. He probably did it on purpose. There was probably another room. Ew, even the voice he uses. That's so disgusting. Just close your eyes, man. Oh. Oh, that's that girl that was chopping wood. Did she see him in the mirror? Does she think he's cute? The music is killing me. Wait, it's now completely dark? Maybe she just turned off the light. I think she does exist. It's just the timing. But also, they're. Oh my gosh, how they're called. I forgot. The things on the windows that cover the window are curtains. Curtains, also such. Like, my favorite Russian kind. I think they have them in other cultures as well. Like tulle, very light and white. Oh, it's so pretty, like lacy. Oh, that was a cute kiss. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea of a relationship, but at least he is much nicer than that teacher that was so creepy to her, and she as an adult should keep a distance from him. Okay, so that's kind of her responsibility, in my opinion. Like, he wants to talk to Maxi, he wants to interact with him, at least be friends with him, right? What the fuck? I have to Google the place like where they are staying. I never heard this place. Is it somewhere like? Because I've only ever lived in a big city. I did visit some places, but just like visit. Not too small either, I think. Ah. Oh my god, how it's in English? Clay. Жесть. What the fuck? A glue, thank you, girl. So he is explaining that we are going to tell you how we make glue. There's like a process. We don't make glue breaking horses' legs. What the fuck? No horses were harmed during filming. No horses were harmed during filming. What the fuck? What is going on? I mean, I've never been to a glue factory, but I'm quite certain that's not what's going on. You get away from her. You are so disgusting. He's such a piece of shit. Maybe she's not interested in you. He just said, why? Oh my gosh. Like, I brought you on this trip to, like, have sex with you. What the fuck? Oh, wow. They never did that before. I think she is just very emotional because she is interested in Chris, even though, well, to be honest, the actor looks so adult-like that it doesn't even feel like an age gap. Oh my gosh, draw me like one of you French girls. That's not friendship. That's also being kind of strange about it, you know? Yeah, I guess that's fair. He is participating in in, in other things that are by his religion. I forgot all the words today. His religion doesn't approve of. So, holy shit, what they're doing already? So it's very hypocritical that he doesn't respect other rules, but here he's being a piece of shit and with his friend too. She likes Neil Diamond? Who's that? mm. So that's her way of thinking. Suppose. Oh, this is really painful. Are you fucking insane? She's saying. It's like abuse, man. Yeah, she's saying that it's very painful. What is he saying? You. He looks very strong. Holy shit. We are going to learn Russian culture. Okay. Oh. Well, she speaks a little. We can talk, but we have vodka. That doesn't sound. That basically cheers. Like for your health, for health. It's kind of funny that you say like for health when you're drinking, but it's just a phrase. So they did have sex. Yes, she did. Because I think she was so weirded out by that guy and she wanted to escape him, and then she went right into the arms of a guy she actually kind of likes. Yeah, I think she would be fired if it comes out. She has no self-control. Poor girl. I think she's just not made to be the teacher, to be honest. So what is the plan? Because the dad kind of he beat her up and he left. What are they going to do? Like kill him? How are they going to prevent it from like happening again? Like what is the long term solution? Are they going to steal her and take her back to UK? Okay. That's unusual. I'm suing your socks. Oh, what? It's hard to understand what he's saying. Maybe I should rewatch this since. Well, I don't really want to, but. Like, he asked what the fuck you're doing. She said, I'm just finishing, like, sewing your socks. Yeah, so that's the plan. And she's telling them to leave as fast as possible. She can go outside, you know, she was chopping wood. Are you going to just, like, kidnap her and that's it? I'm not going to go there, she says. She's in heels in the house? But she's not in her slippers. I think Sid is the one who is getting his busted. He's swearing, saying she's a daughter of a slut, so to say. That's a horrible situation she's in, though. That's so sad. But things like this happen, and this is really sad. Bint. Oh gosh. Yeah, so Anwar just literally left him in there and just, well, you figure it out yourself. Yeah. So, a long-term solution, she's staying there forever? Just say it normally so she can repeat it normally. Oh gosh. What if she knows English well? Now he's going creepy land too. I think he's also saying all of this because he thinks she doesn't understand. Yeah, I do it. Like you save someone from abuse, well, at least you try, and then you're like, well, I would like to fuck. What the fuck is that? Oh gosh. How? Through the walls? They will see that you flunked it. Ah, okay, through the window. Policeman? Oh, girl, no. And they're like adult men. Policemen are the worst kind of people. Only shitheads go to police. Okay, maybe there are nice policemen, but you know. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least she is interested, so that is fine. I mean, the idea itself is crazy, but. At least, yeah, she's obviously interested in him too. That's friendship? Okay, that's interesting. How? How? Oh gosh, I hope she isn't going to come onto him. God, please. Please, God. Okay, well, that's sweet. She just wants to have a pretty picture. There's a second line to this, why you just singing the first one? She's counting. Does she want to use all of the condoms? Oh, that's so romantic. Where's she gonna go? To the street? Yeah, they have to just get married for her to Yeah, I think they'll ask her to take Muslim beliefs, religion, if he comes home and be like, this is my wife now. Like, how old are they? In Russia, you can get married since 16. He's just, let me just check who is in there. Okay, fine. Just check it. Cute. Telling you. He was curious. Just bloody Russian girl. Hey, fellow kids. Oh boy. Yeah, Anwar is just a bad friend. Prostitute, how could you do it, daughter of a slut? That's what he said. Oh, she fell asleep, girl. Oh no. She said, don't do it this time. It's not her dad. It's her husband. She said don't do it this time, so it's not like the first time. But he's still abusive, even though he's a husband. Like, the fact that he's shit to her, that's still like a fact. He has another one? What the fuck? No. Oh, would be nice if he just gets arrested and goes to jail. And this poor girl can get rid of such shitty husband. Girls, did you have fun? At least the girls, I think, brought the policeman here, so that was perfect. Yeah, right. Money. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of corruption in Russia, but I think it's funny how they're really playing it up. Tell him. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. Why didn't they go to, like, St. Petersburg? Dude, would be so much better. On vodka. Yeah, I bet stuff like premarital sex is probably also not allowed in the religion. Ah, so he wants to stay by all of the religious beliefs now. Free. So you can be just yourself. You can choose. Like, what? Would his parents beat him to death if he says, like, he doesn't want to? Yeah, that was probably also, like. Like, especially if you don't really like believe in it, it's only because like your parents impose it on you and you are not really living by the rules of your religion, but then like you know. And then he left Sid there too. Oh gosh. Tony is probably just curious. He wants to try something, and he's like, well, since you're gay, you probably would like to fuck a gorgeous man like me. Which is not necessarily the case. Like, you know. Oh, she's not asleep. Oh, my. What was he talking about? I guess he meant like I'm not actually excited by you, and this is normal. Like like for example, you like women, you don't like every single woman. Obviously, you're not going to be attracted and interested in every single woman. But Tony also has such high opinion on himself. He thinks just everyone wants him. The teacher is actually in this episode showed to be like worse than I thought. Last episode he seemed okay. She is beautiful. She is really pretty. Of those. Oh, he has stomach problems? Or there are like drugs in his ass or something? What's the idea? What's going on? Why the subtitles are in German? But they are toasting for stupid Englishmen because they swindled them for a shit ton of money and now they're chilling. Rich idiots, yeah. Oh, but she really liked him. Oh, the picture stayed with her. It was such a nice picture. That was a complicated episode. There's a lot to say. Obviously, the depiction of Russia is so funny. I'm not going to watch the ending credits. There's probably like not going to be anything special anyway. I want to find again Mokshokov. What the heck is this place? Where is this even is? Mokshokov. Does this Mordovia is Republic of Mordovia? Isn't this is this part? I thought it was another country. Guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm shooting. Wait, can I read it in Russian? What is it saying? Ah, yes, it's subject of Russian Federation, Republic. Turns out, I thought Mordovia was not. To be honest, when I was a kid, I thought many republics that are part of Russian federations, I thought they are other countries. For example, Yakutia. When I was little, well, still, my dad often goes to Yakutia because he has a lot of like work connections and work there. And I always thought that it is another country called Yakutia. And then I learned when I got older that it is actually a part of Russian Federation, and I was like, wow, okay. Well, yeah, my geography knowledge was always shit, and yeah, I don't know. Like, I know I live in Russian Federation, but I live in a very central Russia, you could say, more like Western Russia, kind of technically, right? My home city is Saint Petersburg, and this is very western and northern part, and kind of closer to Europe. And when I was little and when I was a teenager, I traveled a lot to Europe, but I never really traveled through the Russian Federation. I wasn't really kind of interested in going to the east. I was more interested in going to the west. And I think in geography we also didn't, maybe we did learn something about that, but I remember we were told to show like where are the different countries, right? And Russia was just shown as Russia. That's it. That was just, you can show that's Russia, and that's the whole of it. But it actually consists of so many parts, kinda like a bit like states in the United States, but different. And I would say each republic is quite distinct and different from each other and has its own also like beliefs too. I think that in I'm sure in some republics, for example, maybe Buddhism is more prevalent, or some republics there are more Muslim people as well, even though Christianity is like the most prevalent religion in Russia. We have so many different groups of people, and not all of them are also Slavic people, right? Because Russia had also so much conquesting wars, right? Conquested a lot of places, and so when you come to the capitals, when you come to Moscow, when you come to St. Petersburg, you go to that central Russian, actually quintessential Russian experience. But if you go to some village, I guess near this central Russian cities, you get very quintessential Russian experience as well. But Mordovia is, like, in my mind, it is kind of like another country, even though it is part of Russian Federation, just like I thought Yakutia was another country, even though actually it is a part of Russian Federation. People living in Yakutia, for example, natives, they are ethnically different from Russian ethnicity, like from Slavic people. They just have their own way of things, for example, right? So these guys in the series, in Skins, they went to fucking Mordovia, that I kind of know nothing about. I've never been to Mordovia, so I just can't say anything about it, to be honest. I'm just looking through the Wikipedia page. You can look through it yourself, well, in English though. So I can't say anything about it. But they are probably not even in the capital of Mordovia. They're in some like really small town close to a village, something like that. And I feel like the abuse probably was real, which is realistic, and it happens, I mean, in every country. I think that's pretty horrible, and obviously it happens in Russian Federation as well. It seemed real, even though in the end she was all like dressed up and laughing with this guy, so they made it seem like they kind of played it up to kind of create this situation. That's a huge plan, to create this situation so they would be able to get more money from stupid English people, stupid rich English people, so they can then spend this money and have fun. Which is, now I'm thinking, I feel like that's what the episode suggests. I think it's like we put this girl here as a bait, and then we kind of wait for someone to take the bait, and then we create this dangerous situation, and then we tell them that they are also in the wrong for creating this situation, right? These tourists, and so we get like money from them. That's like a scam scheme. I feel like that's probably started when they were invited. That was like, and very there were a lot of steps to this scheme. So this stupid teacher, I didn't write down his name. Tom, was it? I don't like him now, so I don't remember his name well. He bought into it. He was invited there, and they probably from the very start they were planning to rip him off, thinking, oh, this some rich Englishman, we are going to get his money for loaning our culture, our Moldovan culture, by the way. But that was pretty crazy. I mean, the Russian, though, it was so good, like they were talking Russian, and I missed a few phrases, and I feel like the Russian was a bit quieter than the main lines, but maybe also because I can't also look at subtitles all the time. Maybe I should have made the whole, like, I did make the volume, I did turn up the volume a little bit. Overall, from what I heard, it was like clean, clear Russian. No, I'm saying this because I was watching Durara, and when I heard Russian, it was so fucking hilarious. I'm pretty sure it's just Japanese people who were voicing the anime. They tried talking in Russian and it was super funny. But here it seems like really native Russian speakers were talking, which is pretty cool. It was pretty impressive. It was normal Russian language, very like can't say anything. I don't like the swearing maybe could be improved, but also I'm not sure, like it's a pretty old series too, so maybe swearing was different back then. So I can't say anything about that. So yeah, that was a very interesting aspect of the episode. As I said, like kinda funny, hyperbolic, exaggerated stereotype, like depictions of Russia are super funny. I love them. I'm just watching it and it's hilarious. But about the airport, I wanted to say, last time I was flying to Kazakhstan, just recently in October, and they asked me here in the Russian airport in St. Petersburg. They asked a lot of questions. They asked like how much money I'm bringing and stuff like that. And I think I saw someone being led to a separate room. I don't think they're being like searched annually. I'm not sure, like no, but yeah, the security can be pretty like tough, but I would say now it's worse because they're worried about people leaving the country, and they're worried about people coming into the country as well because of all of this situation that was created, that there's war and obviously people want to leave, they want to take their money away or stuff like that. So that's why the security got a bit more rough. It wasn't too rough for me, but also like on passport control when I was going back. And when I was going there, I think the passport control was taking quite a long time. And I think when I was going back into Russia, actually, yes, when I flew from Kazakhstan to Russia, and we already left the plane, and you have to go through passport control to actually go into the country. There was such a long time, like people in front of me, I had to wait. Like one woman, she was told to write something, she had to fill out some form. Another woman too, I was like, what is going on? And I think they probably had non-Russian passports, because when I came in going back into Russia, they were like, just look at my passport, looked at me and just stamp, you can go. Like going back in for Russians is okay, yes, go back in, but when you're going out, then we have some questions. And it seems like for foreigners it's like the other way around. When you are going in, then there can be like questions and problems. But obviously it was exaggerated in the series, but things like this are not based on nothing, right? They took something that exists, they did exaggerate it, but they didn't they didn't come up with anything, right? They took what existed, just made it bigger. So I really wanted to talk about all of that. And the topic of the episode itself, I feel like with Anvar and Maxi, it's really sad. I really don't like religion, but to be honest, like, okay, I don't want to I think it's fine if I just don't name any names. So there is a person I know, and she is religious, for example, like she Christian, right? And she is gay, like, and she is fine being Christian and being gay at the same time. Like, she doesn't find the problem with that. She can still have her face that she wants and be herself like she wants, for example, right? And I have friends who are Christian, and I'm obviously not religious at all. So obviously it's easy, I would say. Also, that Russia is actually, it's funny that it also happened in Russia, because Russia is very homophobic, like very much, and it's getting worse now, because I feel also to distract people from war, something to kind of create an inner enemy, so to say. The government is really cracking up on anti-LGBTQ plus, well, they don't even know about Q plus laws. I think they closed the gay bars, obviously. You can't publish any books. Before it was only like for kids, now for anyone you can't publish any books if there are some like mentions or depictions of LGBT culture in there, LGBT. I'm saying like in a very vague way, because it can be anything. It means all the letters, okay? There's this law of like propaganda of LGBT. Basically, you can't be gay and you can't show to people, and it can be dangerous too, I think, because there are actually people living here who are very homophobic, and they support the government in this. So that's all very sad, and it was like this a long time, and yeah, now it's getting worse. So it's kind of ironic that we have this conversation in this episode in Russia, and this is the place where you obviously you don't feel comfortable saying that you are gay, or if you are bisexual, you just pretend to be straight and hide it, because yes, it's not a nice place to be a member of LGBT community, and this is a difficult topic, and for me too, and this makes me very sad, and I really dislike that, and I dislike religion, and religion is also kind of on the rise, I would say. Here in Russia they are trying to kind of, because during USSR times religion was forbidden, right? But now they are trying to instead kind of ignite religion and using it to manipulate people better, I would say. And overall, I think religion is very good for manipulating people, and that's what it was created for, in my opinion. So I'm very anti-religious, but yeah, I do have friends who are Christian, who are religious, and we just don't talk about it, we just ignore the topic, we just don't discuss it, and it goes fine. But for example, I did have a friend, and I never told her that I'm bisexual, and she was also very religious, and then we were friends, everything was fine, but then she just kind of disappeared, and I called her and I wrote her and she didn't answer, and I was pretty sure that she's okay, she was like online and everything, but she just wasn't answering me. And I have to say, like, one of the first thoughts, like, why did she ghost me for no reason? And I have to admit, like, one of the first thoughts was, oh, what if she like found out somehow, right, that I'm not straight, and she doesn't want to be friends with me because of that. That was one of the thoughts that was in my head, and I couldn't really come up with anything else. So that's a really depressing episode. I think if you want to discuss this further, we can talk about it in the comments, but I'm just I feel like I'm going to be rambling now, and I kind of stated my opinion on this, right? I think Anvar can make choices that he wants to make. He doesn't have to feel constricted by his religion, right? And I feel really bad for Maxi. I feel he's a really nice person, and Anvar is just generally a bad friend. He also left Sid there alone. I don't hate Anvar, but he has a lot of growth to do, in my opinion. So let's leave it at that. But whew, okay, that was a long episode for me. That was like, so please share your thoughts if you have any in the comments down below. Without spoilers, of course. Thank you for watching and see ya.